Morning, guys. It's like 5 a.m. Toyotafest day. I'm about to wash my car. And then we're out to Long Beach. Last minute, let's go.
Brought us all together. Jimmy's the real MVP in this story.
Friends. Finally made it back home. Lovely trek up from SoCal back home in the Bay Area. And I gotta say that All Toyota Fest was definitely one for the books. Huge shout out to Jimmy, Austin, Harrison, Caesar, everybody that came out to hang out with me before the show and during the event. Definitely made this All Toyota Fest something that I'll never forget. All Toyota Fest is the premier annual gathering for all Toyota enthusiasts put on by the Toyota Owners and Restorers Club. Every year it's in Long Beach at Marina, Glen, right in front of the Queen Mary. Whether you're a shop, a sponsored individual with a sick car, or an everyday renter like me, I highly recommend at least attending, if not participating in the show. This year, there were over 500 builds coming from all over the nation to showcase the culmination of 1 year of hard work, sacrifices, dedication, and the drama, you know, from transporting the cars, getting there, where to stay, what time you're gonna get there, what you're gonna do. And in some cases, you start questioning your faith in yourself, the reliability of the car you built. The event hosts a whole bunch of different vendors like HKS, TN, Haltech, and there's a little bit of everything for everybody. They got a bunch of overland builds, drift cars, street cars, stance cars, daily boxes like this, and whatever the Scion XB people do. Much love, Scion fam. Once we got staged up and everything, it was a lot to take in. This time around, I wanted to stick around for the actual judging process. This time, the judges came by and didn't say anything.
I don't think they were interested.
We got the crickets. Not that I really wanted, you know, the validation for like the effort I put into this car, but it has been on my bucket list just as something to accomplish. The first few times, they just kind of nonchalantly walked by and we were like, well, there's that. We are out of competition.
Damn, they did not ask anything.
Nothing.
I'm sad. Okay, well, now we can go.
And we were literally about to leave, and then my wife was like, you know what, let's just wait like 5 minutes. And then right when we were about to leave, we look over and we see the judges talking to the owner of this sick, like 99 Corolla that's swapped and supercharged. It is a super sick build. Then the judges came around and started talking to Austin, and then right when they came to me, I became like so unhinged and I gave them kind of like the most unrehearsed spiel about the car, which was fun, exciting, and nervous kind of all at the same time. After giving them, you know, the history of it. By the way, let me know down in the comments if you want me to do kind of a walk around video on the 04 Matrix XRS. I drive it daily. It kind of does everything. It's insane how much like I ended up loving this car after buying it kind of like off on a whim. After that judging process, I definitely felt like the stress lift off of my shoulders and I was able to kick back and enjoy, you know, the rest of the show. But being that there's so many cars and there's so much to like appreciate and take in, I feel like having the event end at 3 is not enough time to really like see everything. It was also really refreshing to see some familiar faces. We had Francis, who has a sick ISF FJ Cruiser. He had a Mark III Supra. Brian, 0 to 60, never. Great photographer, also a Matrix owner. He was out there documenting. Dino made it down in his sick classic Celica. It's beautiful. He's got a crazy story. You should definitely check his page out as well. Then we checked out the merch booth and, you know, I had to cop some souvenirs. As we were checking out all the builds, walking the grounds, I ran into another familiar face. The homie Paulie from back home. The boy Paulie. Definitely check his page out as well. He's He's a former XRS owner, and he is the proud owner of this sick GR Corolla. He's got quite a bit done to it. He's got a cool list of sponsors that are helping him out with his build, and he's from back home, so you know we gotta hold it down for each other. Chill, down-to-earth guy. As the day went on, we completely forgot to enter our raffle tickets into the raffle. Babe, we had made an error.
What raffle? The tickets
The one that's
came?
going on right now.
Yep.
Okay.
So we didn't enter the raffle.
Our raffle has a ticket, so we give them the raffle, and yes, we were like, oh, you guys didn't put it, and we were like, oh, that makes sense.
So they're never gonna call it.
They're never
gonna call you.
Nope.
You never had your raffle.
You never had a chance.
Damn.
I was kind of sad, so I didn't even want to know what the prizes were, but last year they had some sick prizes. Then after the raffle came what we were pretty much waiting for. They started announcing awards, and they have a bunch of awards for different categories. They had super specific awards, best overlander, best Land Cruiser, best Lexus. Our category being that, you know, the Matrix is like pretty underrepresented, and we get kind of bunched together with the, they call it new school Toyotas, and that can range anything from Celicas, Corollas, Camrys from like 1999 all the way up to like 2013 or something. It's a big homologation and culmination of a bunch of different makes and models. First one up, they announce
it's Austin Ferris.
Austin!
The 2003 Matrix.
Austin!
Congratulations.
Go Austin!
Huge shout out, Austin. Great job with your build, done so much in a short amount of time. Really glad that you won that award on your first go. That's insane. Next up, they called
Second recipients. Outstanding workmanship. New school Toyota with a 2003 Matrix is Cesar Ramirez.
In this event so far, there's 2 Matrixes that have taken this award, and that was like, I lost my mind. I was like, ah! I was juiced. Just the fact that like not 1, but 2 Matrixes took home the award in the category was crazy. It's like if one of us won, we all won. Then they started moving on to the next category. At the time, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of bummed that, you know, I didn't get called up. I didn't want to hype myself too much, but I was more excited for the guys than I was disappointed in myself, if that makes sense. As we're packing up, I swear it felt like a movie. On the PA, all of a sudden we hear, oh, it looks like we made a mistake. We gotta backtrack a little bit. Winner for outstanding workmanship, new school Toyota. It is 04 Toyota Matrix XRS, Mark Arce. And I'm like, what? Like I literally like, I'm looking at my wife, I'm looking at Austin, and I'm like, did I just hear that? And they're like, go, that's you, go. And I was like, I started coming up to the stage, and then Austin is like, bro, run! So we're all running back to the stage, and then I come up. They're like, oh, I'm sorry about that. They had the homie Caesar, they had his name written twice on the award sheet. His second name was crossed out, and I see Mark Arce, number 143, and it was circled like 3 times. You know, they were like looking back like, wait, we got an extra award here. After hearing my name and, you know, walking up there, I experienced like a crazy like roller coaster of emotions. You know, I was like, oh, I'm happy for the homies, hell yeah, but I'm kind of disappointed I didn't win, but I'm more happy for my homies that won. To them literally having to backtrack and say like, oh, we made a mistake, we forgot to call me, and of course it's me, that's, you know, just my luck. It felt like, you know, in dodgeball when Average Joe's lost, but then they reviewed the footage and saw that Ben Stiller stepped on the line, and then they got eliminated, and they look over at Chuck Norris, and he's like, thanks, Chuck Norris.
Thank you, Chuck Norris.
Thank you, Peter.
And he's like, it's like exactly what it feels like. Great, you know, fulfilling for myself, you know, to walk down and come home with some hardware for exceptional workmanship on the 04 Matrix XRS. Huge thanks to the Toyota Owners and Restorers Club for giving me the opportunity to participate, recognizing the effort that went into this, and coming down and being able to celebrate with the homies, and the fact that the Toyota Matrix chassis took home the 1, 2, and 3 is like, damn, I wish we brought like champagne to be up on the podium and be like, shh, shh. That would have been sick. Definitely hyped to attend All Toyotafest again next year. I highly recommend, if you're an enthusiast, you own a Toyota, or even if you like cars in general, just going to the event, if not registering and participating. It's a whole lot of fun. It's super chill and laid back. It is definitely not a real smug atmosphere. And they have something for everybody. Like, my personal favorite this year was the Pizza Planet truck. To see it in person was a really cool experience. And this Toyota RV, I think it's called like the Dolphin. It looks like a Toyota truck with an RV body. His was super clean, but I was bummed I didn't get a chance to ask him, did you get a hotel or did you like park and actually use it and sleep in it? That's been on my mind since I got home. I appreciate you guys watching the video, watching my experience this time attending All Toyotafest, and I highly encourage, especially if you own a Matrix or a Corolla of the same generation, definitely hit me up on Instagram or comment down below or subscribe. I want to get as many Corollas and Matrixes attending next year's All Toyotafest. We're going to represent heavy, and I want to increase our numbers. Ultimate goal is eventually have a Matrix category, which I think would be so sick. Just the fact that our cars that came in this year, they're all the same car, but the uniqueness in each one and how different each one looks is, I think, that's a cool thing to see. Our community is pretty dope. So I look forward to meeting you guys. Until then, keep driving those slow cars fast. Pass on the left.